how did humans come to dominate the Earth? Let's trace back to 3.7 million years ago, when a species called Australopithecus lived on the African continent. In search of food for survival, they began to transition from living in the trees to life on the ground. Australopithecus were short in stature and could only rely on roots, tubers, and some small insects for sustenance. At this time, they were at the bottom of the food chain and were often hunted by predators, facing animals with strong limbs, such as saber-toothed tigers with sharp fangs and claws. The weak Australopithecus were simply powerless to resist. This was the most difficult period for the ancestors of humankind. In order to gain a foothold in the natural world, they began striving to make themselves stronger. The scene shifts, and time moves forward to 2.4 million years ago. Australopithecus gradually evolved into Homo habilis. Homo habilis had shorter hair, and their bodies began to grow stronger. This Homo habilis looks ahead. Ahead, a pack of wild dogs is gnawing on the carcass of an antelope. Homo habilis had long arms and short legs, making them too slow to hunt large animals. If they wanted to obtain a large amount of protein, they had no choice but to compete with these predators for food. The Homo habilis slowly approached and then surrounded the wild dogs. One of them, holding a wooden stick, was the first to launch an attack. The wild dogs were clearly unwilling to give up their food, but the Homo habilis were very skilled at working together and began to divide up tasks and cooperate. 3 of them confronted the wild dogs with wooden sticks, while the remaining one took the opportunity to snatch the food. After grabbing the food, they covered each other as they retreated together. Since there was still some food left on the ground, the wild dogs did not pursue them relentlessly. In this way, the Homo habilis successfully obtained the rare meat. They brought the food back to their camp, and while extracting the bone marrow, a shard of stone cut the hand of one of them. Gazing at the sharp edge of the stone, a look of intelligence flashed in his eyes. From then on, Homo habilis officially entered the Stone Age. Time moves forward to 1.8 million years ago. An injured antelope is fleeing across the African savanna, and the footprints it leaves behind become clues for Homo erectus to track it. Homo erectus.